Hi, beautiful souls. This is Srimanju from Life is Magical podcast. So, this episode, I'm bringing you something personal topic about being a morning person. And just before I get into the podcast, the details, and what I'm here to share with, just wanted to let you all know thank you so much for listening and connecting to me afterwards. It really means a lot to be able to hear what you guys think and how you're taking in, and also asking for kind of new topics, which is really lovely to connect with you all. So, here just before I'm heading to Ireland for a tour of events, my favorite country. I'm just recording this podcast and scheduling it for this week. I hope you enjoy it, and if something doesn't resonate, park it away. If something resonates, do continue, share it with your family, friends, and on social media. I really would appreciate your support here. Thank you so much once again. So, here with your cup of cacao, tea, herbal tea, coffee, whatever you're having, enjoy this episode. So, here, how I became a morning person. As you can expect, I'm not a morning person at all, at least for most the part of my life. How much I struggled, getting to sleep until like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and to get up in the morning at 6 for my work. It was real struggle days. Yeah, it's only until recent months that I realized actually I'm becoming more morning person. I'm enjoying waking up in the morning. Before, it was not my comfort at all. And as kids were growing up, to send them to the school on time, all that, it is more coming up. I had to do it, I would do it, but I wasn't fresh. I would still tell them, like, hey, this is no zone. I would be like a bit, I love my space first thing in the morning, because I had to wake up totally to be part of it, to be connected emotionally as well. Yeah. And then slowly my cycle started shifting to sleeping early, and waking up like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and being fresh. So there is just a lot of input that had to go through beneath this work, and that I can understand over the years when I look back is there was a lot of underneath work that went, rather than one day I woke up and said I'm going to be a morning person. And I'm talking as much as I can recollect from my teen life as well, before the gadgets days. I was a night owl. I would love to be awake and do art, drawing, write a journal. Those would be my favorite things. When everyone was sleeping, I had a lot of struggles to fall asleep, because somewhere that anxiousness of the next day would be there, or uncomfort of the situations would be there that would be bothering. I wouldn't say I would be thinking and sad about things, but it's just that total active alert. And then couple of years, the past few years would have been with the health issues. I wouldn't have been falling asleep easily. But since Reiki has come into my life for the 13 years, I have noticed that there have been a lot of issues that were being resolved through the Reiki, and that was making my body relax as well, and my mind calmer in the evenings to be falling asleep. Yeah. And more of the hormonal balances were coming up, and things that would be stressing me, I was able to release them. And definitely lavender had played a big part in my life with Reiki to give me a good sleep. I have tried other things as well, like melatonin or calming bathing, all that, like tapping, but they haven't been really thing that I can say that it helped me, that I could notice a difference. Maybe they did help in some other areas of my life, but not that I can be in the flow of things. Yeah. And one thing that I noticed, when we don't have a good sleep, we don't wake up healthily, actively, and then we are not fully present with ourselves. And so as our coffee, sugary foods intake is higher, and we are not able to catch up with our emotions, and so addictions do come in place into our bodies, because you're trying to suppress and get going in those 3 o'clock urges would be the worst thing, with like having a caffeine kick or to stay alert, the past few years is a different thing, especially since last year with cacao. It's even much better, because the days that I have my cacao, first thing in the morning, I notice my energy is on the same spike level throughout the day. There is no dip of moment. And I'm able to have the same energy as I wake up at 6 to like evening 8 o'clock as well. Yeah. Of course, my routines are like I try to be in the bed with children at 9, and relaxing, and then go to sleep at least around 10ish and wake up like 5:30. I need that bit of a sleep. Maybe with the new moon or the full moon cycles, I do notice there would be a stimulant of energies that I don't fall asleep, but I don't mind it, because many of the majority days I'm having a good healthy routine. Yeah. To step back a little, what I've noticed is the benefits of being the rising up morning. Being yourself is so good, less stressed you are. Again, you're able to function with your emotions, with your spirit with you, rather than being apart and trying to juggle in between. Yeah. We tend to have like healthy breakfast, we reach out for healthy goals, we are more productive, or we have much better control on our mental health, and also that makes us body tired, so you fall asleep as well. So whatever it is, the morning routine also affects into the night routine as well. Yeah. So those are the two edges of it. If your night is not good, you are not going to be fresh in the morning. So watch out. What are the things, of course, saying farewell to our gadgets in the night will help. One of the major things is you're not being awake. I don't The days I noticed is when I watch the news or my gadgets for too long time before my bedtime, I'm awake, alert, because of the news that has been running in my mind, or the light. Even when I close my eyes, I can literally feel the light being so alert. And don't charge your phones or any gadgets right by the bedside. That's a humble request, because your EMF frequency rises up, and that also could lead you to be alert and awake. Yeah. And in case you are awake in between of the night, not to go into the negative thought patterns or too much stimulant of thoughts, what you can do is take nice deep breaths here. Breathing into your belly and out, place your palms on your belly and do that rhythm. And also the other thing that you can do is have a glitter jar, make your own glitter jar, and have it by your bed, so you are focusing and you're into one area of your life. Other thing also helps is write down your list of things that you have to do next day. Sometimes those lists would be churning in your mind and you're not able to sleep. Yeah. So writing those things down is highly beneficial, so you can switch off, you can be taken care of. Yeah. Either reading a book, for some people it helps, or talking to your loved ones, your partner as well helps as well, or listening to your music. Or the other thing is sound off system, any of the things that you really your body tells you, or you really go by it, go for it. Some of the things is definitely to have a better night routine. Maybe you haven't been sleeping well for past 3 years, so you're trying today. After listening to it, give some more days. Don't judge yourself. Oh, I tried these today, I didn't fall asleep. Let your body get used to it. If you're using a lavender drop on your pillow for today, first time, give 2 to 3 days to get used to it. Maybe you'll fall asleep today, maybe you'll fall asleep in 3 days time. Give your body to adapt to this new routine as well. Like, you're coming off a new schedule, you're getting into the new schedule. So it does take a little bit of a time. Yeah. A little bit of stretching before your bedtime is good as well, so you're not stiff like from your whole day of churn around. So it does take nice ease into yourself, into your body, and definitely keep your bedroom space as for sleep, not for your working station, not for conversations. If you had heavy conversations there, maybe do a smudge, like I do have another episode of like how to clean, like or declutter the space. That also can help you as well. Definitely the other thing is the meal times, like be aware of your meal times. Are you eating and straight into the bed? If I do that, like some days are hectic, and so my dinner time and bedtime are very close by, so it does take time to switch. Maybe have something simple those days, like don't have a heavy dinner. So try to work around it and see what is it causing. Is it the mental tensions? Is it the physical body? I get it if you're with arthritis or autoimmune disease or any kind of arthritis. It does take, the pains are going to keep you awake. Maybe look into salt bath, Epsom salts like magnesium flakes bath, or massage, or like Reiki definitely worked for me, because with the pain you definitely struggle to sleep. I have that experience, so I'm with you on that. I'm not going to force you onto it, but I would ask you to look at different options. Maybe look into what makes you relaxed. When was the last time you had a pain-free day? What made you get into the pain-free day? So that helps as well. Yeah. So when you are sleeping, the other beautiful routine is which I'm going to talk later in next episode, is morning routines and night routines, like rituals that you can do as well. So that will help you into adapting to your sleep. Yeah. And when you wake up in the morning, whatever sleep it is, like good sound sleep or light sleep, let's park that way. Make your bed. When you get out of the bed, make your bed and do the morning ritual, which I'm going to share in the next episode, and feel good, and thank the bed, like, hey, thank you for holding me, letting me relax on this, like giving me the good sleep there, so that will help. Yeah. And definitely don't get used to those snooze buttons when you wake up. Try to only, if you're a 5-time snoozer, get to slowly 3 and then to 1 time. And between the snoozes is where I conduct my rituals as well. So you can utilize that way. Yeah. And you know what? These rituals will help us to continue again to a better flow of the day, so as into your night again, it's like a vicious circle. One has to be fixed, so the other gets fixed as well, within the 24 hours. See which one are you in control of, how you can do it. Some people do say, hey, I have young children, I can't get my sleep. Hey, let's work it out. How far are the kids waking you up? And when you're waking up in the morning, what is that? Can you take afternoon naps? What is your day like? Relook into it. Some people definitely don't need those many hours of sleep, as you hear of 8 hours of sleep. So make peace with it. Maybe you need only 5 hours and you're content with it. Some days, definitely for me, 5 good hours is good. Even though I might be in the bed for 10 hours, I get solid 5 hours. I'm happy with that. So make peace with what your body tells you. Yeah. And remember, whoever you are, morning person or a night owl or a night person, own yourself. So maybe you are totally a night person where you're super active for your night and you're at your best and you don't regret about it. You function well in the morning as well. Maybe you can start late to your work, so everything is in balance. Bingo. You don't need to change any routine as long as it's not affecting you or any of your functions. So that's perfectly okay as well. Be comfortable with that. Just because you keep hearing 8 hours and you need to be a morning person to get all these benefits, no. Listen to your body. Whatever your body is telling you, that is the comfort, that's the best thing. This podcast is mostly for if you want to become a morning person, try these routines, and as saying, this took so many years of a hard work, consistent practices. And if you still tell me I have to wake up at 4 and practice meditation, no thank you, that's not me. I did when I was teen in India. The weather was warmer, I could do it, but since I moved to Ireland 21 years ago, I haven't been doing that, and I'm not able to get my body to be in active mode at 4 o'clock in the morning. But if some people, they do tell me hey, I wake up at 4, and I'm totally active and I meditate, well done, it works for you, I'm super happy for you, but I tried it, it didn't work, I made a peace with it. So make a peace with whatever you don't feel comfortable with, that's the most important thing. And only make slow changes so your body adapts to it rather than to a shock of things, and see which one is your ideal space, which is not your ideal space. And by that, you are slowly making a shift. And definitely, there are many advantages that I have noticed is my emotional, my productivity, and my attachment to the family, to myself. Me being present have been the highlight of conducting to the morning routine. Now, I don't spend so many hours on my art. That's one drawback, because I used to do from 9 to 12 my art. So I don't do that because I'm more happier when I'm waking up in the morning, so I'm not getting out of the flow to get into my previous habits. So again, reshuffle, cleanse your room, and set your goals and your intentions. Why do you want to wake up in the morning? What is that you want to aim? How do you want to feel when you wake up? Definitely it's a better way to dealing if it suits you, because for me, I felt is I'm less addicted, I'm less sluggish, or less procrastinating on my things when I wake up fresh in the morning. So if this suits you, go and check in with yourself. What is the best things with you? And come on, let's go and try it. Nothing to lose, but only to practice in. Good luck with that. Definitely, give it a try. Good luck. And maybe cacao might help, or lavender might help, or Reiki might help. Whatever. Watch out for those options that are available for you. All the best between this, and either you're a morning person or a night person. I love you guys, and thank you for listening in. And be yourself and shine your light. Lots of love, and remember, life is magical. Thank you so much. And if you are till this end, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review and a message and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you. See you in Ireland, or maybe when I'm back in Seattle sometime. Let's catch up. Thank you guys. Lots of love. Stay safe.